This short video is about things that frighten and fascinate us and stimulate our curiosity about what it is out there beyond the comprehension of people, and used to manipulate them and to hide sacred knowledge from them. This video is about unidentified flying objects, UFOs, also known as flying saucers. Do UFOs really exist? Yes. They are just as real as everything else that surrounds us. And these unidentified objects are really able to do what they are credited with: move silently at a high speed, maneuver sharply, suddenly disappear and unexpectedly reappear, divide into fragments, and then reassemble back into a single structure. These are advanced technologies of a way to move in space, still hidden from people, yet quite real, even though scientists call them anti-material. There are a total of 7,909 flying objects on Earth. 3,672 are located under the ground, and 4,237 are located underwater. More than 18,000 years ago, a very aggressive alien civilization brought weather probes to Earth to control the environment. Humans named them and identified flying objects. These objects were hidden under the surface of the Earth at a depth of 3 to 4 kilometers. The areas where the UFOs are located are mostly under densely populated cities. The Moon also has 242 of its own UFOs, which are located in the cavity of the Moon itself. The Sun has its own UFOs that are of an immense size and that have recently been seen. Their number is unknown at this time. Let's go back to the earthly UFOs. Unidentified flying objects, like any vehicle, need a source of fuel, and the fuel that is needed by the UFOs is called tritium, invisible to the eye and undetectable by modern instruments due to tritium being a physically non-dense or subtle matter. Tritium and the role it plays in human life is described in the film The Trilogy of Liquid. Since tritium can only be stored in water, many UFOs are located near water reservoirs. Any UFO is able to process water and extract tritium from it in the quantity necessary for the implementation of a certain program. By processing water in this way, UFOs obtain the necessary fuel. UFOs fly not where they want to, but only to strictly defined places that are predetermined for them. The flight route is created at special facilities, at their control complexes. The Earth control complexes are located at a depth of approximately 4,400 meters underground, and they are part of a sophisticated hierarchical structure called the Earth Control System. This system includes 48 different complexes. The 7 main complexes operate in a daily cycle of 24 hours each. Therefore, there are 7 days in a week. The rest of the complexes operate as needed. To control the uninterrupted operation of the Earth Control System, meteorological probes are required, which are commonly known as UFOs. One of these complexes is located off the coast of Chile in South America and manages all of the marine-based UFOs. Another complex is located in the Great Lakes region of the United States and coordinates and controls all of the ground-based UFOs. Without a command coming from the complex, no UFO will fly anywhere. In addition to the flight command, The UFOs also need to create the appropriate conditions for their maneuvers.
Но, к сожалению, последние годы эта красота подвергается все большей опасности. Только за последние 350 лет...
Олеська, сори.
Ой, ничего себе! Что это? Вау!
What you see in the footage of the reportage is not a montage or computer graphics, but a real UFO at the moment of its emerging from the ground. And the surprise reaction of the crew members is not an act, but a normal reaction to an unprecedented phenomenon that looks like a miracle. The unusual appearance of the glowing ball captured on film is actually the real state of the UFO. While underground, UFOs are kept in the form of a fireball or plasma. With its energy capabilities, the object creates an exit path by dematerializing the soil inside of a channel 200 meters long, then another 200 meters, and so on until it reaches the surface. The exit path is a plasma channel, so the outer contour of the object at the exit or entrance has a protective shield in the form of a non-destructive plasma ball. Immediately before and at the place of the exit of the UFO, it creates on the surface a figurative message for the control system, commonly known as crop circles. Also, in the form of ball lightning, the UFO enters the lower atmosphere. Moving further along the Earth's surface, at an altitude of 8,800 meters up to 12,400 meters, a plasma UFO transforms into physically dense matter in the materialization layer of the atmosphere. This is a real photograph of a Type 440 UFO of the Alpine Control Complex. After the appropriate transformations, the object, as a plasmoid, went down to a depth of 4,350 meters. If another command is received from the complex, this object will rise again to the surface of the Earth to execute a program that may include the use of laser weapons. Most of the UFOs have laser weapons that can turn everything into sand to a depth of 50 meters. All deserts are the work of UFOs that destroyed objects of an ancient civilization, but that is all in the past. Currently, the exit to the surface is closed forever to all of the UFOs of the old control system. Traces of their attempts to exit are visible on all continents and commonly known as sinkholes. And since 2012, everything flying in the sky and associated with UFOs are plasmoids, used for various purposes by the Earth's native control system. They are no longer dangerous and should not be feared, but you should not approach them or you could seriously get burnt. We do not claim to know the whole truth, but we affirm our desire to move towards it. We believe that the world is remarkably complex and represents a much larger space than is visible to the naked eye or that can be detected by any advanced technological device. And we express our understanding of that world, which corresponds to a new worldview based on new knowledge, and we are ready to help those who do not want to merely believe in anything anymore, but want to know and to find themselves again. If you have your own understanding of the concept and have drawn your own conclusions, even if they are contrary to ours, join the search for truth. based on the book N. Levashov's Fettlbroom in A. Katie Bove's Bat School and a Labor Spade by Fyodor Skrudenev.